Dr. Manu Lekunze, where he been a lecturer in international relations. So he there for UK here, who's where me are there too, are there for London, when for England, he there for Aberdeen in Scotland. So he write this report will be published on the 17th of March 2024, when 5 days ago. It talks the Anglophone separatist quest for independence has failed. Now, what did we conclude? It say the conflict has stalled. So when I don't know stall, it means say like it don't stop. It don't feel like I go forward. It don't feel like I go behind. It don't stay for one place. It said the conflict has stalled because the rebels lack the numbers, money, and cohesion to move beyond an insurgency. This makes a rebel victory impossible. Some people they go talk say, Amba, they go call you black leg. They go call you black leg. Yes, it said the Amba terrorists, their victory be impossible. That is another way of saying Ambazonia terrorists, their quest for independence has failed because it don't stall. If na moto, enough you go for before, enough you go for back, it just remain for one place. It they look for, they look left, look right, look up, look down. But who's our way there for waka? No way. So it don't turn now for the kill their own citizens. Them like how Capo Daniel it come up for tell now how they plant bombs within the Anglophone population, like the one will be happened on the 11th of February 2024, where they killed that school girl from Campbell. Amba killing Anglophone civilians. Then the nonsense has failed. So the second paragraph, it talks, in my view, the rebels cannot turn the conflict into a larger war. This means that the insurgency will remain stalled until the Cameroon government is willing to decide the issue. So the ball is in the court of Yaoundé. Okay, Yaoundé has the knife and the yam. Whatever Yaoundé chooses to do now, they can do it because Ambazonia should know why that's not get no impact. They don't get no way for influence anything. So it will remain stalled until the Cameroon government chooses or decides, or they be willing, or they be able to decide the issue. So when I also get for remember, say this man, Dr. Manu Lekunze, now a university lecturer in a big university in the United Kingdom, where they write a policy paper based on a neutral, unbiased assessment where it may come. It need to support no one side. It need to support Cameroon government. It need to support the Amba terrorism. It be very neutral. I need to try for use na academic research. No be not just emotion or feeling. It is used na an academic. It come from the academic side of things. It look at the thing from person where it don't study the conflict. It don't study the activities the way they happen on the ground. And they don't make an informed assessment of which way they happen and come to the conclusion saying the rebels cannot achieve their objective of changing the form of the Cameroonian state or gaining independence. That is just another word of saying that the separatist quest for independence has failed. So we'll go now for page 2. Okay, it continue for talk say a larger form of war, which would make a rebel victory possible, requires a cause that unites a population large enough to form a military with tens of thousands of combatants. I see in Ngongdo Kapodia read the man he report the other day. It talks say Ambazonia be need for get at least 10,000 Amba boys in order for make an impact. No, the man no talks at 10,000. It's a tens of thousands. I don't know if I get the point. It means say you need to get at the very least over 10,000, not just 10,000, over 10,000. You're looking at about 20,000, 30,000 to make an impact. Okay, but today, as I speak, the number of Amba terrorists where they did for Bush, it don't reach 2,000. Well, that 2,000 now, if I overestimate them for them, if I was so generous, I think talk to me maybe 2,000. It don't reach, but this money, academic, professional, unbiased, neutral assessment, I say the Amba terrorists Okay, a need for one, unite the population to form a military that has at least tens of thousands of combatants. First of all, we know very well say even within the amba terrorists themselves, they be divided. Now, why that will get IG1, IG2, IG3, IG7, IG88? You get the one for Marianta, Sako Ekome. You get the one for Christopher Anu. You get the one for Kondengi IG. Then you get Ayabachoy own government. Kapo Dane to get government. All man get government. So it's not just uniting. First of all, you get to get one unit where it lead the revolution, right? And then that one unit now it need for unite the whole population behind that one goal in order for get any possibility. Because they say in order to make the rebel victory a possibility, for make the victory possible. Now what's that way to get for do? And even if they do that one, there is still a big chance. Say they're not going to succeed. Understand that. And every revolution where don't ever succeed, it be need for gain momentum as they go ahead. But even the amba terrorists, they don't can't tell una say they don't get momentum. I don't come on for show now. Ma put this one on the screen again. Okay? Ma take that one off. I don't come on for show now. The amba she no blast terrorists the way we don't kill them. Who replace them? We not hear about Red Dragons or Libya anymore. No. We not hear about Ayeke camp who will kill them. No. We not hear about Tenkobo. We not hear about Transporter. He camp. We not hear about all these people them. No. Because once we wipe them, we wipe them. So the numbers, they reduce their numbers, in order to increase. Make una understand that dynamic. Any revolution we don't ever succeed, or for any revolution for succeed, it need for the gain momentum. It need for the build on successes. Which means that una first start by occupying a small territory, by occupying maybe Guzang Batibo, and then after 1 year, una occupy or take control of the whole Momo, and then maybe after 2 years, una add Mezam. Okay, una gain more territory. Then after maybe 3-4 years, una fit say una don't capture the whole of the northwest, and una dey gain momentum, and when una capture that territory, una control them, una go control the economic activity for that territory, wey mean say una no go enforce stupidity like unnecessary lockdowns, blocking of una own roads, planting IEDs in civilian populations, them killing una own population, them thereby making that population for hate una instead. So now the population they gravitate towards the people they will not declare and say now una enemies. The Anglophone population now they see the Cameroon government as their liberators. Just like how Tawe they go for Guzan, go kill a fang, the population celebrate. Tawe they kill Ayeke, population celebrate. Tawe they kill Oliver Lekiaka. First of all, now the Bangwa Pekin themselves they go kill Oliver Lekiaka. For tell una what they talk about. So make una understand that dynamic. Any revolution we don't ever succeed, it be need for gain momentum as they go ahead. But the Ambazonia shit no why blast nonsense. They lose momentum per day. As days go by, every single day, more and more people. When I don't play for a video today, where this full way it there on the screen right now, Sako a comment, talk for una. How people the way they be used to contribute, they don't contribute anymore. People the way they be used to get Facebook accounts, they post about Ambazonia, they don't delete their Facebook accounts them now. They try to repair their relationship with Cameroon government, for enter Cameroon, do the activities them, command them. They don't totally abandon the Ambazonia nonsense. Their own so-called fighters from Shinarambo, Beltus, Clovis, Nambere, all those ones them, now the ones that they don't drop their guns, they run, they surrender to Cameroon government. They can't join the enemy camp. Nick Santos, Cam and Congo, and the rest, I think name them, the list plenty, Dr. G, Petit Frere, Nick Santos, them, I mean, this one in Sofoncha, they plenty, Yannick Sikot, they don't run, come out, these ones, they come out publicly, not to talk about the thousands them, the Mark Barretta them, the Tapang Ivo them, the wait till this one their names them, Kuku da Beans, and all the ones that they don't run come out from Amba, where they don't publicize them, they don't come publicly, can't publish say they so they run. So any revolution or so where it don't ever succeed, it be need for gain momentum, not for the lose momentum as days go by. They don't feel raise money and all of those things them. So make I continue. The second paragraph, it talks say the ethnic divisions between the armed and the political groups demonstrate that the independence cause is not strong enough to displace other interests. It's simple. Northwest man versus Southwest man. And even the Anglophone political elites, them CPDM, SDF, and the rest, when are Anglophone people them, our institutions them in the Anglophone zone, Cameroon government institutions them, they still be very strong. And I don't come up for show now how the Bamenda main market is being constructed by the Bamenda City Council when a Cameroon government institution, no be Amba. So the institutions of the Cameroon government within the Anglophone zone is still be very strong. So when they talk say when I go ever achieve that so-called independence now, how? So for page 3, Dr. Manu Lekunze, it continue for talk say rebel victory requires consistent funding. He said the insurgency has thus far sourced funding mainly from remittances from Cameroonian diaspora or diaspora separatists and criminal activity in the region. Kidnapping for ransom. That's how their country, their GDP is being made up. It being made up of for kidnap their own people. Them criminal activity, and then they continue to talk. Say the funding is intermittent. Intermittent means say it comes sometime, then they will call stop. Who's our way there for them for kidnap for raise money again? Who's our way there for them for raise money? Where no day because of Cameroon government, it interrupt time or their own infighting or one thing or the other, it lead to the source of funding, even the criminal activity, it be intermittent. Okay. And then it continues to talk say corruption among the diaspora groups means that money raised rarely reaches the fighting groups. Criminal activity like the distribution of contraband and drug networks is periodically disrupted. Yes, because Cameroon government disrupt them from time to time. They catch the suppliers, they catch the embassy no blast and kill them. It disrupts their supply. So they don't get a consistent, ready, steady flow of resources, be it materials, weapons, guns, bullets, ammunition, clothing, communication, all of those things. They don't have a consistent flow. Whereas looking at all the other rebel groups of, for example, South Sudan, Eritrea, and whatnot, they begin international alliances, then where their flow of material support, communication equipment, and all of those things, then it not be intermittent and it not be disrupted. They get a consistent flow because they control territory. Whereas the embassy no white blast, no control, no territory. So now for page 4, it continues for talk say the rebels have not succeeded in establishing reliable logistics. It's the sustained intensity necessary to win a war is impossible without reliable supplies. It's the 3 principal shortcomings means that the war cannot become anything more than a peripheral insurgency. Therefore, it concludes by saying the Cameroonian government can live with a peripheral insurgency. So basically, the Cameroon government as it is right now is comfortable. We can live with it. It's like some person talks say you get an appendix. Yes, every human being get an appendix. An appendix is an organ in the human body that is useless. As a matter of fact, every now and again, it causes trouble and it may give you appendicitis. And then you get to go to hospital and do a simple surgery for cut out the appendix, remove it because you don't need it. Human beings don't evolve. Human beings don't evolve over the centuries for no need the appendix. So it's an organ within a part of our body that is not used, it's not useful. Instead, it's a security threat because sooner or later, maybe it will rupture, it will cause a problem, and then you need to go for hospital for carry out small surgery for remove your appendix. Okay, that's what Ambazonia terrorism is. Ambazonia is the appendix of Cameroon. Okay, we can live with it. Yes. So Capodia never for capitalize on the fact say this man writes it so the Ambazonia should know why blast they pose a security threat or security risk. Yes, but a security threat to who? A security risk to who? To their own people. That's the answer. Yes, you're a security threat, but what can you actually do? What damage can you do? It's like the appendix. Just a simple surgery, you remove it and you can live with it. Your appendix is a security threat, it's a health risk. Just the fact that you have an appendix is a health risk. It means that one day it might rupture. So a doctor can ask you, say, oh, having the appendix is a health risk. You know, I advise you to remove the appendix, but you can live happily, peacefully until very old age and die in your 90s without ever having to deal with the appendix situation. We can live with it. We are happy and comfortable. We can live with it. Okay. Besides, who wanted to make the Anglophone zone ungovernable? Who wanted to make the Anglophone zone to destroy the economic activity of the Anglophones? It's the Anglophones. So they are just enjoying the benefits of their own or the fruits of their own labor. As long as it no affect the Francophone zone, we can live with it. That's basically the conclusion where Dr. Manu Lekunze come with, and I applaud you for a good work, and I accept with everything we write in that report is 100% factual. And many of these people, they come to this conclusion and this realization because of the information we put them out there. Because there is no way this professor, if he do a research, compile a report where he no come across country people. When I understand how you know about the infighting, how you know about the cultural diversity and all of those things, how you know say the money where amba she know why blast they collect them in the diaspora, and know they reach the amba she know why blast them on the ground. How you know? Because of the evidence we would present them to the international community every day. And why this report it be important? Why me they talk about them? Now because of these kind of reports them way the international community, the Human Rights Watch, the Amnesty International, the International Crisis Group, the United Nations agencies, and all of those things, they can base their judgments and their policies. They can come to certain conclusions based on these kind of reports that are impartial. They are neutral, where they come from people who do it based on professional ethics and scientific research. Okay, people the way they be reputable, people the way they feel call them for talk at the United Nations for discuss their findings about a topic where they don't carry out research on. Because Dr. Manu Lekunze, he currently do a PhD, if I'm not mistaken, but he already been a professor at the University of Aberdeen. So they feel call you for can share your expertise in international relations because he is specialized in studies of security of states in the continually changing domestic, regional, and international environments. Now, which that we specialize in. So he look at the Anglophone crisis and Ambazonia terrorism, and at the conclusion this will come with. So any international partner where we want to do business with Cameroon, they go talk say, based on that report, Cameroon is fine. I'll invest in Cameroon. Ambassador Wildlife are just making noise. Cameroon government has everything under control. And if Cameroon government should ever decide or want to resolve the nonsense, they can, because they have the power to do so. Simple.
Lesson number one, my country people talk about it. Listen, whether or not you accept my country people is a force to reckon with. Me, I agree. He's an enemy that is strong. So Ambazonians will thank my country people for the wonderful job. Now, we'll go ahead.